Welcome to New Zealand, a land where sheep outnumber people, goats can be presidents, and imagination runs wild. Known for its stunning Lord of the Rings landscapes, this small country is full of quirky surprises and rich indigenous culture. From walking sheep like pets to towns declaring independence, New Zealand proves that the impossible can truly become reality. Let's explore 15 fascinating facts that make this land unlike any other. Fact 1. New Zealand, the land at the edge of the world. New Zealand, a country located at the far ends of the world, over 1,200 miles from Australia, is like a secluded patch of land in the vast Pacific Ocean. With two main islands, the North Island and the South Island, and over 700 smaller islands surrounding them, New Zealand offers a magnificent, rugged landscape that is almost untouched by human hands. These islands shine like jewels in the sea, each with its unique beauty, from majestic mountain ranges, crystal clear lakes, to pristine beaches. Although New Zealand's land area is larger than the state of Colorado in the US, one surprising thing is the country's sparsely populated nature. With only about 5 million people living there, New Zealand has a low population density, providing vast space for nature to thrive, from dense forests to endless meadows. One remarkable feature of New Zealand is the dominance of sheep. With a population of up to 29 million, New Zealand has nearly 6 sheep for every person, a number that far exceeds the population of the country. Fact 2. Hobbiton is real. You've probably been captivated by the stunning scenes in The Lord of the Rings, where tiny villages with miniature houses are nestled beneath rolling green hills. But did you know that Hobbiton, the village of the hobbits, isn't just a figment of imagination? It really exists in New Zealand. Hobbiton was built on the Motomota Farm, a peaceful location on the North Island of New Zealand. After the film trilogy was completed, the village was preserved and turned into a popular tourist destination. Here you can see 44 charming hobbit homes, each with a small door and characteristic arched roof. The chimneys actually smoke every morning, creating a fairy tale-like scene. What's special is that you don't just visit. You can experience it like a real hobbit. One of the main attractions is the Green Dragon Inn, where you can sit, drink beer, enjoy traditional food, and immerse yourself in the atmosphere of Tolkien's world. Every step in Hobbiton will make you feel like you're living in a magical story, where every corner holds enchantment and life. Fact 3. New Zealand women, symbols of freedom. New Zealand is not only famous for its majestic nature, but also as a pioneering country in promoting women's rights. In 1893, New Zealand became the first country in the world to grant women the right to vote, a significant milestone in the fight for gender equality. This not only marked a turning point in the nation's political history, but also set an example for many other countries in recognizing women's political rights. Today, New Zealand women are not just symbols of equality, but are also known for their natural and strong way of living. They are not fancy in how they express themselves. Instead, they are confident and comfortable with who they are, which is evident in daily life and relationships. Relationships in New Zealand, whether with locals or foreigners, reflect mutual respect and initiative. Women here are unafraid to express their emotions and make decisions about their lives, creating an environment where independence and freedom are highly valued. From outstanding female leaders to everyday women, New Zealand women have created a model of strength, freedom, and self-determination, inspiring the world. Fact 4. No police, no cameras, but no crime. Amidst the hustle and bustle of big cities, there is a place in New Zealand where you can experience absolute peace and safety. The town of Ross, located on the South Island, is a unique and interesting place where there is no police force, no security cameras, and, most notably, no crime. This old town, once a bustling gold mining area, now has fewer than 100 residents. However, what is surprising is that despite the lack of usual protective measures like police or surveillance systems, Ross has an almost non-existent crime rate. The people here live in a close-knit community where trust and mutual respect are core values. Everyone sees each other as part of one big family, always ready to help each other in any situation. There is no worry about theft or criminal behavior, and the people of Ross believe that if the community maintains its bond and spirit of support, any issue can be solved without the intervention of the police. This is a clear example of how trust and solidarity can create a safe environment, even without traditional protective measures. Fact 5. The naturally pink lake. One of the most unique natural wonders in New Zealand is the magical pink lake, Lake Rotomahana. Located in the land of famous hot springs, Rotorua, this lake not only stands out for its peaceful beauty, but also for its unusual color. Occasionally, the lake turns a light pink, creating a mesmerizing scene as if painted in an oil painting. This pink color is not due to dye or human intervention, but is the result of a mixture of minerals and special microorganisms in the water, creating a natural color effect unlike anywhere else in the world. The Māori, the indigenous people of New Zealand, call Lake Rotomahana the Water of Dreams, a name that holds both mystery and spirituality. They believe this is where the souls of ancestors come to rest after passing, creating a sacred and peaceful space that every visitor can feel when they visit. The pink lake scenery, along with the surrounding cool climate, makes Lake Rotomahana one of the most attractive destinations, not only because of its magical nature, but also as an important part of Māori belief and culture. Fact 6. A primary school teaching children to communicate like birds. New Zealand is known for its deep connection between people and nature, and this is clearly reflected in the way children are educated in some primary schools. In Rotorua, one of the regions famous for its volcanic landscapes and hot springs, students are taught a very special skill communicating like birds. This is not a typical subject, but a way to bring children closer to the natural world, helping them understand and protect the surrounding ecosystem. In these classes, children learn to imitate the sounds and calls of native birds such as the tā, kia, or fantail birds that are characteristic of New Zealand. By doing this, children not only improve their ability to hear and identify natural sounds, but also preserve and promote the country's natural language. This has a deeper meaning in preserving indigenous cultural values, as the sounds of nature are passed down through generations. Many music tests here also require students to imitate these bird sounds, a fun approach that helps children realize the deep connection between humans and nature, as well as learn how to respect and protect the environment around them. Teaching children to communicate like birds in New Zealand is a clear example of how education combines conservation with a love for nature. Isn't it fascinating? Fact 7. Schools in New Zealand have no uniforms and no grades below Year 3. One of the unique features of New Zealand's education system is its freedom and flexibility in the approach to learning. In many primary schools here, there are no uniforms and no grades below Year 3. This is not a lack of discipline or structure, but rather an educational method designed to help children develop naturally without being constrained by external standards or pressures. The free education model in New Zealand encourages children to learn out of passion rather than for the sake of grades. Instead of grading papers with red ink and creating fear of mistakes, teachers here focus on helping students understand lessons, develop critical thinking, and foster creativity. Children are not pressured to achieve certain marks in exams or tests. Instead, They learn through experience, exploration, and the freedom to create in a judgment-free learning environment. The goal of this education system is to produce a generation of children who are confident, love learning, and can reach their full potential without being limited by numbers or comparisons with their peers. This not only helps children develop academic skills, but also fosters a positive and creative attitude towards life and future work. Fact 8. The golden kiwi is a New Zealand exclusive invention. If you're a Kiwi fan, you won't want to miss this. New Zealand is the birthplace of many unique agricultural inventions, including the golden kiwi. Kiwi, originally known for its brown fuzzy skin and sweet green flesh, has become a national symbol. However, New Zealand has upgraded and created a new variety of kiwi called Zespri golda, the golden kiwi, which stands out for being sweeter and less fuzzy than the regular kiwi. The golden kiwi not only has a delicious and distinct flavor, but is also easier to eat due to its thin skin and reduced fuzz, making it a favorite for many people around the world. Not only is it a tasty fruit, but the golden kiwi is also a huge pride of New Zealand's agriculture, as it is a patented invention primarily produced here. The success of Zespri Gold has helped New Zealand assert its position in the global agricultural industry, making the golden kiwi an essential symbol in high-end fruit products exported to many countries. The golden kiwi is a testament to New Zealand's creativity and agricultural development, bringing economic benefits and enhancing the country's national brand, helping New Zealand make a strong mark on the global agricultural map. Fact 9. There's a place on the South Island where you can see the Aurora in winter. If you think the Aurora Borealis can only be seen in the Arctic, think again. In New Zealand, particularly in the Otago region and Stewart Island on the South Island, you can witness one of the most fascinating natural phenomena, Aurora Australis, also known as the Southern Lights. This is one of the rare places in the Southern Hemisphere where you can see the aurora, a spectacular astronomical phenomenon that only a few locations around the world can enjoy. The Southern Lights are just as mysterious and beautiful as the Northern Lights we typically see in Northern Europe. The shimmering colourful lights dancing across the night sky create a magical and mystical scene that leaves anyone who witnesses it in awe. However, because this area is quite remote and not widely known, there are few tourists who come to see the Southern Lights. This means you'll have the chance to experience one of the world's most amazing natural phenomena in a vast, quiet space without the crowds. Winter is the ideal time to see the aurora in New Zealand, when the night sky becomes dark and the aurora shines brighter than ever. This experience is truly a miraculous moment in nature, one that not everyone can have, making it one of the country's best-kept secrets. Fact 10. You can legally keep an ostrich or alpaca as a pet. In New Zealand, you can find animals that are often considered wild or zoo creatures being kept on small farms and even in backyards as pets. Alpacas and emus are two common animals raised here, and it's not unusual to see them appearing in families just like dogs and cats. This reflects the friendliness and love for nature that the people of New Zealand have, as well as a rural lifestyle harmoniously coexisting with animals. Alpacas, with their adorable appearance, soft wool, and gentle eyes, are loved for their peaceful and endearing nature. Many families in New Zealand take their alpacas on walks like dogs, with leashes, and even dress them in cozy woolen scarves during the winter. Every year, there are Miss Alpaca competitions, where these beautiful alpacas are elaborately decorated and strut their stuff on the catwalk, creating a fun and charming atmosphere. As for the emu, with its long legs and powerful stride, it's also part of rural life here. These emus are often raised as part of farming activities, but there are also families who take the time to care for them as pets. Fact 11. No snakes in the wild, not even in zoos. One of the strange and unique things about New Zealand is the complete absence of snakes in the wild. This country not only lacks wild snakes, but also has strict conservation laws that prohibit any snakes from being imported into the country. This not only protects the native ecosystem, but also safeguards New Zealand's agriculture and wildlife from the potential dangers that snakes might pose. Because of this, there are no snakes in New Zealand's natural environment, and even zoos here don't display snakes. This is an extremely rare feature, as most other countries have at least a few species of snakes in their zoos. However, in New Zealand, protecting the safety of native animals and maintaining a pristine ecosystem is the top priority. This also makes New Zealand an ideal destination for those who dislike or fear snakes. With this regulation in place, New Zealand stands out as one of the few countries in the world without snakes, offering a sense of safety and peace for both locals and tourists visiting and exploring the natural lands. Fact 12. Manuka honey, one of the most expensive foods in the world. New Zealand is home to a special type of honey, famous worldwide for its incredible benefits and high-value Manuka honey. Produced from the flowers of the Manuka tree, a native plant of New Zealand, this honey is not only delicious, but also offers many health benefits, especially its powerful antibacterial properties. Manuka honey can be up to 100 times more antibacterial than regular honey, thanks to a unique compound called methylglyoxal MgO, which has effective anti-inflammatory and infection-fighting properties. Manuka honey is not only prized for its antibacterial qualities, but also for its rarity. Due to the special production process and the fact that Manuka flowers are not always available, the price of Manuka honey can reach up to $500 for a small jar. As such, Manuka honey is considered one of the most expensive foods in the world and is widely used in high-end health and pharmaceutical products. In addition to being used in food and beverages, Manuka honey is also used in medical treatments, such as wound healing, sore throats, and digestive issues. It is one of nature's precious gifts to New Zealand and a testament to the country's creativity and talent in effectively harnessing its natural resources. Fact 13. There's a native fish that can climb trees. New Zealand is home to a very special fish, the whitebait nanga, known as one of the most extraordinary fish in the world. Whitebait is a delicacy from the west coast of New Zealand, famous not only for its amazing taste, but also for its unique reproductive behavior. These fish can swim upstream against powerful waterfalls and even climb up wet tree roots to spawn. This behavior is rare in the animal kingdom and demonstrates the remarkable adaptability of this species to its environment. With its ability to crawl up tree roots, whitebait moves from freshwater areas to moist regions to lay its eggs, in a long and challenging journey. This spawning process is not only a natural wonder, but also an important part of Māori culture, the indigenous community of New Zealand. They see whitebait as a gift from their ancestors, a symbol of the connection between humans and nature. Although whitebait is loved as a delicious dish, according to Māori tradition, this fish is only eaten during important ceremonies and special rituals, reflecting respect for nature and the gifts it provides. Therefore, whitebait is not only a delicacy but also carries deep cultural and spiritual values in Māori life. Fact 14. There's a university course on Tolkien studies. If you're a fan of The Lord of the Rings and have always dreamed of learning about the magical world of Middle-earth, New Zealand is the place to make that dream come true. The University of Waikato, one of the renowned universities in New Zealand, offers a special course on Tolkien studies which delves into the history, geography, and languages of the mystical world created by J.R.R. Tolkien. This unique course allows students to explore the deeper elements of Tolkien's universe, from fictional cultures, mythical races like elves and dwarves, to complex storylines and the development of languages like Quenya and Sindarin. What's interesting is that students don't just study these topics from books, but also get the chance to write essays in Elvish, one of the famous languages Tolkien created for his characters. This is a fascinating opportunity for students not only to understand the language, but to immerse themselves in the world of mythical beings, uncovering the secrets and knowledge of the mysterious world of Middle-earth. This course is not only an exciting academic opportunity, but also a tribute to the great works of Tolkien, who created a world full of color, depth, and rich cultural significance. For those who love The Lord of the Rings, this is an excellent chance to understand the cultural, linguistic, and historical elements of one of the greatest fantasy universes of all time. Fact 15. There's a university for sheepdogs. In New Zealand, where agriculture is strong, training sheepdogs is not just a profession but an art. In Canterbury, one of the country's famous rural areas, there is a special university dedicated to border collie sheepdogs. This is where talented dogs are rigorously trained in the techniques of herding sheep, from responding to signals and whistles to working seamlessly with their owners to guide the entire flock efficiently and smoothly. The Border Collie Training School is not just a place to teach dogs basic skills. It's a place where these dogs become stars in the agricultural industry. Skilled sheepdogs can earn thousands of dollars each season by working with herds, participating in competitions, or even performing at farm events. They become indispensable helpers for farmers and are considered true stars in rural communities. Border Collies stand out not only for their exceptional intelligence, but also for their ability to work hard and maintain intense focus. Training them brings not only economic benefits, but also highlights the deep connection between humans and animals in New Zealand's agricultural work. A small land with unlimited imagination and kindness. New Zealand may be a small country in terms of land area, but what it offers is truly immense. It's not a place with grandiose structures or bustling cities like other large countries. Instead, it's where everything is done with meticulous care, dedication, and endless imagination. Every corner of this country reflects a harmonious blend of nature, people, and indigenous culture, creating a vibrant, interesting, and inspiring space to live. From charming little villages and vast sheep fields to unique and quirky courses like Tolkien studies or universities for sheepdogs, everything is built and maintained with hands, hearts, and souls full of creativity and love. So, what fact about New Zealand makes you want to pack your bags and go right now? Is it the magical Hobbiton villages, or the incredible natural experiences you can only find in this country? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let those who think the world only has similar places know about these wonders. Thank you, New Zealand, for bringing us wonderful dreams, strange stories, and unforgettable moments.